And then we can reprioritize, if there was a priority, this hemisphere. The people to whom we are literally connected by land, by culture, increasingly by language, and certainly by family. And it's not just that we have an opportunity to address their problems. Many of these problems are of our making. Guatemala, in the 1950s, this country, the United States of America, overthrew a democratically elected government that threatened the corporate interests of Americans. And ever since, every year, every decade, all the way to 2019, Guatemalans had real problems with the legitimacy of the governments that followed, with the challenges in civil society and their institutions. Nicaragua and El Salvador, we involved ourselves in the 70s and 80s in their civil wars, exacerbating the violence and the outflow of refugees from those wars. We used Honduras as a military base for our presence in both those places. Those three countries right now producing so many of the asylum seekers that are coming here. And then those countries have the misfortune to be connected to us by land because we're 4% of the globe's population, but we consume 25% of her illegal drugs. They have to originate somewhere, transit through another country, and a war on drugs, militarized approach to the problem, has militarized those communities. And so people are fleeing. So what is the response to this? One, let's not invade another Latin American country as this president is threatening to do in Venezuela right now. That will only produce more problems. Two, Donald Trump wants to cancel $500 million, which is the totality of what we invest in Guatemala, Honduras, and El Salvador right now. For some perspective, he wants to spend $30 billion on a wall. If we not only not canceled the $500 million, but at least doubled it, invested it in violence reduction in those communities, we have seen when we studied this, that for every dollar spent, we're able to reduce violence, but we're also able to reduce the need for people to leave, make that 2,000-mile journey, and show up here in this country. So we have, I agree with you, a golden opportunity to get this right, to meet people not with walls, not with cages, but to address the challenges in their communities before they start that journey. That's the opportunity for the next administration. Thank you.